Let's get on to race 3. This is the first of our listed races. It's a beauty too. The Supremacy Stakes. This is for the 2-year-olds over 1,100 metres. Time to go 1:35. Matt, over the last few years, some nice horses have won this race.
Yeah, certainly, Marty. Last year it was taken out by Kid Swas here from the Frank Maynard yard. 2008 Grand Nirvana. Back to 2007 Scenic Blast defeated Boleyn Magic and Roman Time. So it's been a pretty good race.
That year, Matt. Good year that year.
Very good year.
What about this year?
Well, this year the 2-year-old, the jury's out on the 2-year-olds. It's fair to say of what we've seen so far. But you know, we've got some pretty smart horses. No Name City and Motion Pictures doing battle, and from the trials, I'm a Sitting Pretty. So. And even Misconditioned shown a bit. So I think it's a good race.
Yeah, it's a good race.
It probably, you know, on previous years when you talk of Scenic Blast and that, it probably does lack it a bit, but they're only 2 at the moment, so they've still got their career in front of them.
Okay. I think that Karrakatta Plate at this stage is at the mercy of Eastern States Raiders if they want to come across, because at the moment I don't think we've seen 2-year-olds of the calibre of horses that you mentioned there from 3 years ago, 2 years ago, or last year. I just think it's one of those years where it's a bit flat, but you'd love to own a horse like Motion Pictures, No Name City, Miscondition, any of these. But I'm a Sitting Pretty too from the trials. Also looks a nice type.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe from here on in they get a bit serious, and we do see them develop and become genuine 2-year-olds. But at the moment, I think we're a little down on class this year. Well, No Name City, we go back and have a look at the replay here. It's from the 13th of February. It finds the bunny. It's got abundant early speed and was too good for O'Halo, who's since come out and franked the form.
Celebration Girl feeling the pinch. Down the outside, Dean Priceless ahead of O'Halo, but it's No Name City well clear. 100 from home and in no danger, No Name City. It's pulling away. O'Halo is beginning to run on strongly when it's all over, but No Name City a little too good for
Very good performance there by No Name City, who was well rated in front by Stephen Parnham. Was simply too good for his rivals. Like you said, O'Halo subsequently started and won. This is obviously his toughest test to date, but he's done nothing wrong his past few. I think from gate 5 he'll roll forward, he'll lead. It's just whether they'll be able to run over the top of him, Marty.
Yeah, just the little query, I suppose, with him. Hasn't been out for, 5 weeks.
Yep.
George normally does this with his 2-year-olds. Qualifies and makes sure that they will get into races like the Karrakatta, gives them that break and brings them back around now or per stakes time, and they normally come back without missing a beat. Motion Pictures has already come back off her little layup, and it was on the 6th of March. She looked in a power of trouble on the point of the home bend, but she stormed home like the really good filly she
Motion
is.
Pictures beginning to hit top gear down the outside. It's Hot Tamale nursed in front by a length and a half. Here's Motion Pictures though. She's starting to haul her in. She's coming with giant strides. Motion Pictures gets up to Hot Tamale, grabs the lead.
A very impressive win there by Motion Pictures. She defeated Hot Tamale on a day where horses didn't really make a lot of ground. She was back last, approaching the swing for home. She's got that run under her belt. She's drawn gate 6. She's 3 out of 3. Ticks all the boxes for me. She is the one to beat. City Arcade finished 3rd in that Motion Pictures race. It's had 2 starts and hasn't disgraced on both occasions, but I can't really see City Arcade turning the tables on Motion Pictures.
No, you wouldn't imagine. So let's talk about some of these other runners from the trials. I'm a Sitting Pretty. It's a Detroit filly out of a City Dancer mare, Sitting Pretty.
Yeah, it was a very good trial. The time was 1:03.70, but in comparison to the day, it wasn't too bad. Won by 2.5 lengths, and in the 400-metre trial, won by a half head. Looks like a little professional. Drawn well in barrier 2, certainly in there with a chance.
Miscondition. Now, when she put her best hoof forward, it was on December 19. She blew them away. I think No Name City was behind him that day. Totteridge Green ran 2nd. She then had no luck on Perth Cup Day when she was 4th behind Absolute Pleasure. And then I think she was over the top behind Kitty Cat. Trial would suggest that she is back on top of her game, and she's now trained by Jimmy Taylor.
Yeah, now in the stables of Jim Taylor. Hasn't had much luck with the barriers on debut. She drew barrier 2, had the perfect run and she scored a victory. And then was out in 11.9. She's drawn the outside 9 of 9, so where she gets in the run I'm not sure, but I rate this filly pretty highly. I think she's got plenty of ability, and I think whatever she does on Saturday, she'll only improve from that.
Just mentioning one there too that we've forgotten about, Absolute Pleasure. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 2-year-old who starts to arrive on the scene very shortly.
Yes.
Trevor Andrews' stable. Let's put our mind around the speed map here. To me, it looks like there will be a bit of toe in this early part of the race. I do think, though, if No Name City can get to the front, dictate and slow them up, these other two could be in a bit of trouble moving pitches and miscondition. You would think they're going to be back in the field from their wide draws.
I'd imagine so. Motion pitches.
Would she look to come across with No Name City or not?
Well,
Bit dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they need to. I think they'd
be happy just out the back running on as she has done the last two.
Yeah, I think Troy Turner would have enough trust in her ability that he can take a sit behind him and she'll be able to pick him up. But you know, like if No Name City does get to the front, he's going to be awfully hard to run down. Miscondition, I don't know where you have her, but I think she's
got her back last. She has. Well,
Jimmy likes his horses up on the speed though, but I do from barrier 9. It's going to be very tough. Look, very good race, the Supremacy Stakes.
It's a beauty. Which way are you going?
Well, I'm sticking with Motion Pitches.
You got to, don't you?
Yeah, I think she's still believe she's the best 2-year-old we've seen, and I'll be going race 3, number 2, Motion Pitches. Wouldn't want to be taking too short a price about her, but I do think she'll be winning the race.
And when you consider that Dave Casey was adamant that she needed that run first up, she should have come forward a lot on that performance. And I'm sticking with you too here, Matt. Race 3, number 2, Motion Pitches.
Very good.
Okay, on to race number.
What about No Name City?
Oh, hardest to beat. It'll look the winner somewhere in the straight. I'm just that little bit worried that it may need it. It may just need it.
Just going back a few weeks, you were potting Motion Pitches.
I didn't actually pot her.
You're all over No Name
I didn't
City.
pot her.
Now you're tipping. So what?
No, I didn't pot her. What I said was I wanted to see her come out and do it because none of that form had been any good.
And she'd come out and she did do it, didn't she?
She did do it.
Okay.
She did. And
I'm being a bit harsh.
You made the point, and I think I made it straight after the race when I was doing Wes Cameron's job, that it was a day when on-pace runners were going to be suited all day, and she did what no other horse did on the day apart from one that got up on the inside later in the day.
Yeah.